ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरिः ॐ। ॐ वाङ् मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य आणीस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासि अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् संदधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरिः ॐ। Om. May my speech be accorded with the mind. May my mind be accorded with the speech. O self-effulgent one Brahman, reveal thyself to me. May you both, speech and mind, be the carriers of the highest truth to me. May not all that I have heard depart from me. May I be able to join day and night through the study. I shall utter what is verbally true. I shall utter what is mentally true. May that Brahman protect me. May that Brahman protect the teacher. May that protect me. May that protect the teacher. Om, peace, peace. Peace be unto you all. Good morning. What is the cause of our problem? Although Vedanta never says any pessimistic or negative views, always says joy, ananda. But Vedanta also indicates that the problem of life is not lying outside. It lies within. Maybe the event happens outside, but there are thousands of events happen outside. But how many events can shake us, can give us the suffering? Only few. So, the cause of our suffering, the Vedantic seers, they found that mainly two. Number one, we are unable to open our heart to the universal because of our egotism, because of our limited intellect. We cannot open our heart to the universal. Secondly, we are unable to keep a balance, a harmony between within and outside. These are the two problems, defect in us, or ignorance in us. That's why we are unable to solve our problems. The Vedic seers, they discovered two things, very important two things. One, the concept of self. The self that we are having, our consciousness, this is pure, ever eternal. It is self-effulgent and independent of our body, mind and senses. This is number one discovery. I repeat again because it is very important. They discovered the self, and this self is ever pure and joyful, obviously. Ever pure, joyful, self-effulgent. To prove the presence, what does it mean by self-effulgent? Self-prove. Everything in this world, we need some help to prove something. As for example, the greatest proof of everything is perceiving something. I see it. That means it is proved. I see it. How it can be false? So perceiving is one of the greatest proof. But we need some help of eyes. The sight organ, we need some help for that. We need some help for brain. Some physical things we need help, or information, or reading the book. Newton discovered something. It is true. How it can be false? Because I read it in the book, physics book, I read it. So another proof is the scripture. I read it. So for that also perseverance is required, because not perseverance, the perceiving is required. So we perceive things, eyes is required, I read the book, and the information that is also from the scripture, from Newton's book. So scripture, another very important thing of proving something. For all these proof, we need some help. Help of this book, help of my eyes, help of my ears, help of my intellect. Some help is required. But self-effulgent means, for proving the existence of self, no help is required. How? If I ask you, do you need any proof that you are alive? No, I know I am alive. What proof is required? No proof is required. This awareness. You are listening my lecture. Is there any proof that you know that you are listening this lecture? I know. Yes. I know I am speaking. What proof is required? I know it. No extra proof is required. See, for existence, for knowing, I know this. For this first I know, no proof is required. Nothing is required. So this is the unique characteristics of self. Self-effulgent, self-existence, no proof is required for this, and ever pure. So this is the first discovery they did. And the second one is that It is independent. It is independent of body, mind, and senses. Self is independent. It is completely, you see, our mind. If our mind, we are sad, we do not feel well in our body also. If I have a body ache, my mind also little bit morose, Okay, I am not well today. So mind and body is connected. So self is independent. It doesn't connect with anything else in the other parts of the body. It is completely independent. And the second discovery is that it is the part, our individual self is the part of the collective self. Part means it is not part as a piece, a fruit, I cut it and it is a piece. It is not like that part. It is one, I would say it is a reflection. If you see the reflection of your person, it is separate, at the same time it is not separate because it is a reflection of your own body. So in this way, it is a different expression, but the one entity. So self is same with the Brahman. So these are the two important discoveries they did. And this self is pervading everywhere. This consciousness is pervading everywhere. But it has some expression. How can we know that everywhere this self, this consciousness is pervading? It manifests through beings and in different degree. It manifests in the wall, but it has certain degree. It manifests in me, it has certain degree. It manifests in an animal, it has certain degree. So this consciousness, it manifests, it pervades everywhere, but it manifests in certain degree through the beings. So what are these three? In human being, they manifest in three ways. What are the three ways? First, knowledge. Second, will. And third, awareness. These are the three ways self manifests through human being. Knowledge. What is the knowledge? This knowledge is the knowledge of awareness. I know that I know it. This is the knowledge. The knowledge of existence. We exist. That is the knowledge. Definitely, in our common parlance, we know that knowledge means the collection of information. That is, we call knowledge. The collection of information is actually not knowledge, because you collect and store it, and in certain circumstances, you browse those things. So this is, we call knowledge. But this is not knowledge. Knowledge should come from within. And this is the knowledge of our awareness, knowledge of our existence. So this is called knowledge. Second is the will. What is the will? Will is our mental force. As for example, we determined, with buddhi, we determined something. Okay, shall we go right or left? By buddhi, we can determine, okay, we shall go right. But even we must have some kind of dynamic force to go right. We determined in our life thousands of things. We have a list, to-do list. We have thousands of things. But how many things we do today, right now? So this impulse, this dynamic force of mind is called will. Another example. If you meditate, we think some object, okay? Close our eyes, we think either some object or some light or some thought or something we think. And most of the time our experience, those who practice meditation, most of us, our experience is the object of meditation slips away, it goes. And we try to bring it forcefully and it goes. We try to bring it forcefully, it goes. So this is our experience. So what is the mental force we apply to bring the object of meditation under our focus? The mental force that we apply to bring the object of our meditation under our focus, that is called will. So it is a dynamic force of our self. Will is directly connected with ourself. It is the focus. Unless there is a will, we do not hook it. We do not hook any of our thoughts. We have thousands of thoughts. But only few we think that, yes, I must do it. So that we must do it, this point comes by a mental force. It is not mental force, it is coming from ourself, it is by will. That is the function of will. And then the self-awareness. The awareness is that we can connect with others. This is the awareness. We can easily connect with ours, our own existence and others' existence. That is a kind of awareness. Let me give some example. A stone. This gadget, it is here. I can see this. I am aware of this gadget. But do you think this gadget is aware of me? No. So, the point is this. Vedanta says the self is everywhere. In me, here also. But the difference between this gadget or a stone and me is that I have this power of awareness and knowledge to know this. I know this. But this has no power, although the consciousness is there, but this gadget or stone has no power to know that it knows what he knows. Only it has the expression power. Because of this expression power, I can understand this, I can see this. So Vedanta says this self has two kinds of power. One is expression power. It is, in Sanskrit, it is called prakasha, luminosity. Prakasha. In Sanskrit, it is called prakasha, luminosity. Luminosity is the prakasha. The light, the bulb is there. What is luminosity? The bulb is there, but the aura of this bulb, the luminous of this bulb, the light of this bulb is called luminosity, you know. So, in bulb you see, if you buy a bulb, there is written luminosity. So, so it is called prakasha, luminosity. Another thing is there, power is there, which is called vimarsha. In Sanskrit, it is called vimarsha. Vimarsha means I know these things. this awareness. I know these things. This is called Vimarsha. So human being has Prakasha and Vimarsha. That is why they can understand, yes, I know it. Because it doesn't have this Vimarsha, that is why he cannot understand, he knows it. Seeing is seeing, because unless our mind will not act, our consciousness will not act, we cannot understand, we know it. So the process of seeing is one, process of understand, I know it, a different thing. The mad, insane person, they see everything. But do you think that they can understand that, yes, I know it? Sometimes probably not. So simple watching, simple seeing something doesn't mean I know it. I know it means registering these things. So this thing, it has the Prakasha element. That is why I can see it, I can understand it, I can register it. But this has no power to know me. But human being has the power to know, yes, here is the person, here is the person, here is the person. I know it. And at the same time, you are knowing me because of your Prakasha element, because of your luminosity, I can understand you are here. And I can understand, I also know it, you are here. But because of your luminosity and understanding, you know I am here, and you understand that yes, somebody is there. So Prakasha, the luminosity, is from the other body. Because of that we understand him or her, and he himself understand him or her, means that is called Vimarsha. These are the two things. Is it clear? Yes. So these are the two things that is. But this understanding element, this Vimarsha element, I understand that it is here. This understanding also in different degree, because there is a veil of curtain. This veil of curtain, that yes, I understand this, because our different understanding is different. The same thing we see, I understand it in one way, you understand it different way. See the example, the Bhavatarini, the Mother Kali in Dakshineshwar. Everybody sees that, thousands of people, they see, they visit Mother Kali. But it was only Sri Ramakrishna who saw the real mother is there. So vision, the seeing also and understanding also, it has different degrees. This Vimarsha has different degrees. And who actually, this curtain, this is a veil of ignorance is there. And who lift this ignorance? Guru lift this ignorance. So Guru lift this ignorance to understand yourself. That is the curtain, Guru lift it. Now, so Guru is the embodiment of this power, this expression power. What is this lifting, this awareness, this curtain? I know myself. That is the consciousness. That is called in Sanskrit Chit Sakti. Chit. We know the Brahman is Sat, Chit and Ananda. That is the expression we do. Sat means the existence. Chit means this consciousness. Because of this consciousness, so Guru power is the power of consciousness. That is the power of Guru. Guru lifts this veil of ignorance. And even in Guru, this power manifests in degrees. As for example, the teacher, teacher is teaching in the class and the students are listening to it and they can understand some mathematics or some science problems of some kind of theory they can understand. So this is also a kind of lifting the veil. This is one kind of degree. The spiritual teachers, they also give some spiritual teachings that also lift some degree of ignorance. So that also lifts some kind of ignorance curtain, So that is another degree of removing the curtain. And some like Buddha, Jesus, Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, they have only by wishing something, they can lift that curtain. So that has another kind of degree of Chit Shakti. So this consciousness, Chit Shakti, it manifests in different guru, in different teacher, in different degrees. Let us see how this guru power manifests through Swami Vivekananda. So we have understood that what is the function of Guru. They lift the Ajnana Timirarandhyasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. The prayer towards Guru is this. Ajnana Timirar. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry. Ajnano Timirarandhyasya. We are ignorance. Ajnan means senseless. We are senseless. Where? Timirarandhasya. It is a darkness, dense darkness. There we are a kind of senseless. Jnananjana Shalakaya. So Guru comes like a stick. What is that kind of sticks? Jnana Anjana. Darkness means the ignorance of darkness. The Guru comes as a magic stick of jnana, knowledge. Touch the stick to the eyes and immediate it flashes, Timira jnanan ajnano timirarandhyasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurun militam jeno tasmai Sri Gurave namaha. We are closed our eyes and touch sticks, just touch and open our eyes and we see the light. Guru is just like that. The Guru Pranam mantra is this. Ajnana Timirarandhyasya. By the ignorance, everything is dark. We close our eyes like ignorance. And Guru comes like Jnananjana Shalakaya. So Guru comes like a stick, magic stick of Anjana. These people, some black kind of eyelash or eyeliner. They put the eyeliner, that is called Anjana. So Jnananjana Shalakaya, like a knowledge eyeliner. He touches it and eyes open with flush. So that is the function of Guru. Let us see what Swami Vivekananda, the embodiment of Guru power, how he could manifest these three things: knowledge, will, and awareness, self. These are the expression, self expresses. I said that self is everywhere, but it expresses through human being in three ways: as a knowledge, as a will, and as awareness. And this is the highest expression in the Guru power, because Guru can lift the curtain, the veil of this awareness. I know myself. I know it. This awareness, this kind of awareness. Only human being has this awareness. You are sitting here and you can think that I am sitting here and I am listening the lecture. So you know that you are listening the lecture. Two functions. Yes, I am listening this lecture. I know I am listening this lecture. It is so spontaneous and easy to the human being. An animal cannot think that. For an animal, everything is the outside. They cannot think that, yes, I know I am seeing this. Yes, I know I am doing this. They are not aware of that. They are aware only to the external things. Only human being has this kind of awareness. Animal has will. Animal has the knowledge. But animal does not have this awareness. I know I see this. Only human being has this. Let us see how these three things manifested in the fullest way in Swami Vivekananda. And obviously this is the Vimarsha Shakti, not the Prakasha Shakti. Prakasha Shakti means because of Prakasha Shakti, I know one thing. This chair, I can see this chair, I know this chair, because chair has this Prakasha Shakti, this luminosity. So luminosity for the other object, what I am seeing, because of that we know that. That is the expression of Chit, expression of consciousness through that object. But that object doesn't have Vimarsha Shakti that human being has. Human being has, yes, I know, I see that. It doesn't know that it is seeing me. Only it can express itself. That's all. So this aspect is the Vimarsha Shakti, or the awareness power. This only human being has. And this curtain Guru lift. This awareness also different degree. I have some kind of awareness for awareing myself. So self, what is the Vedanta says? Vedanta says the highest realization, know yourself. So know yourself means I become aware about myself. Now I am aware about myself, but it has certain degree. It will increase, higher and higher and higher. And Guru lift this. Guru helps us to lift this curtain. That is the function of Guru. Because we are in ignorance right now, and Guru touch and open the eyes. Chakshurun militam jeno tasmai Sri Gurave namaha. We open our eyes as it were. This is the function of Guru. And they are the embodiment of Chit Shakti. They are the embodiment of the power of consciousness. Means the knowledge, will, and this awareness manifest through them to the fullest extent. That is the power of Guru. Let us see how it was manifested through Swami Vivekananda. The first thing is the knowledge. The power of this knowledge developed in Swami Vivekananda, this Vimarsha Shakti or Guru power of the age, embodiment through him. He was born to teach mankind the dharma of the present age. During the 10 years of preaching that he did, he awakened, inspired, taught, and guided thousands of people. And his voice is still ringing in the soul of countless people. He himself said that he had given the world enough food for thought to last 1,000 years. And he said, I shall not cease to work. I shall inspire men everywhere until the world shall know that it is one with God. So, his power, just imagine what kind of powerful he was. He came in this country, he stayed 4 years. In the Bay Area, he stayed only 4 months, not total, nearly 4 months. So he stayed in the Bay Area 4 months. The impact, please try to understand the impact. This is the power of knowledge. The knowledge, it's still reverberating in the corridor of the human mind. The knowledge he imparted, still that is echoing here. This is the power. Whoever reads his book, this is the power of knowledge. The knowledge of self, the knowledge of spirituality, the knowledge of this identification with the Brahman. We are that. So, how rational it is, and the way, the language he used, still thousands and thousands of people, those who are really try to understand that, they are accepting it. This is the power, Guru power. It is not that the Guru comes in front of you and will lift it in this way. No. Their power works silently. They do not work because their will connected with the supreme will, collective will. Their knowledge is identified with the collective knowledge. Their awareness is identified with the collective awareness. So, for them, it is not individual. It is a huge community. It is the universal consciousness. So what they teach, whole universe learn it. So they have this kind of power. Individual, the kind of lower kind of teacher, they teach individual. They teach a collective, a group of people. But the teacher, the Guru power that Jesus had, that Sri Ramakrishna had, that Buddha had, their Guru power work in the universe, to all the countries, to the globe. That is their power. See, Jesus, whatever we learn right now, we accept it. It has a tremendous power. So, their knowledge acts in this way. The second manifestation of this Chit aspect of Brahman is the will. And it is called Ichha, Kratu, in different name it has been used. And it is very difficult to identify for common people. Common people cannot identify, distinguish the will and emotion or feeling. The emotion and feeling, the source of emotion and feeling is ego. But the source of will is self. That determination, that will, a tremendous determination. The litmus test of will is three expressions: freedom, fearlessness, and strength. Real will, which is coming from yourself, it gives us a concept or an understanding of freedom. We all need freedom, is a different aspect although, but we all need freedom. But that freedom is nothing but what we need actually. What is our concept about freedom is this: whatever I want, I can do that. But this is nothing but bow down to your ego, to your senses. You are not free from your senses. You are not free from your ego. What is ego is prompting you, ordering you, you are ready to do that. And you think that, yes, I am free. I can do anything and everything. That is not. Who is totally free from the clutches of ego and senses, that is the real freedom. And when you get that freedom, you will be liberated. So liberation or mukti or the highest realization is equivalent to total freedom. Then fearlessness. Fearlessness also. How we can get the fearlessness? In two ways. If we know that I do not have any kind of fear because God is protecting me. If I have that kind of adamantine faith, concrete conviction that yes, God is protecting me. My God is protecting me. That kind of strength gives us fearlessness. Or, I am the self. I have no death. I have no disease. I have no sadness. I have nothing. I am clear crystal and ever eternal. I do not touch with anybody else. I am with everybody, but I am totally independent and free. So this kind of strength, if we have this kind of strength, so this will gives us this strength, fearlessness and freedom. But our feeling from emotion or desire, that never gives us fearlessness. That never gives us strength. That never gives us the freedom. The third manifestation of Chit is the self-awareness. The self is the unifying center which holds together the different parts of the body. It is a center, It is independent of a body, mind and everything. But if this consciousness is not there, the dead person, it doesn't have any consciousness. All the organs, body, everything is there, but no consciousness. Nothing. So, that is the central part of this in our body. And what Guru power does, I said, this Swami Vivekananda or Jesus or Buddha, they do not teach individual. They just change the psyche of the whole universe, the collective psyche, and we change everything that is there. They change our consciousness. They transform our consciousness silently. The great people, they came, for so many years ago. If we really pursue that, see, just imagine, or any kind of monk, okay? So these monks, whether any order, they do not see their founder. Nobody. We did not see Sri Ramakrishna or Swami Vivekananda, we haven't seen them. But see, after how many years, still now, 150 years has completed of Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary, He came more than 150 years. Now we celebrated only 161 years. We celebrated 161 years. Only last Sunday probably. So, in 161, after 161 years, the people, they leave their home and hearth and joining to the order by reading Swami Vivekananda's complete works. Just imagine this power, this lifting power, because they work not with the individual. In the universal way they work, because they are identified with the universal. Their will is identified with the universal will. This universal will, we do not always think that, but it has this universal will, this universal has some tremendous power, because we are the part of that. We are the part of that Brahman. So what is there has some impact in us. So this is actually the eye of Swamiji was not limited by his body and mind. It was one with the Paramartha. It is the highest Brahman. So the motive force of his thoughts, desire and action came not from the body-bound ego, but from the world soul. His voice was the echo of the universal self. He was not mere bodhisattva, striving to liberate others out of compassion, but a perfected Buddha working as the divine instrument for the Sarva Mukti. This is the unique concept of Swami Vivekananda. Sarva Mukti. Swamiji never said, okay, you have realized Brahman, you have the liberation, Mukti. Okay, you did the good work, you have the Mukti. No. Swamiji said, no. We must get liberation, everyone at the same time. It is called Sarva Mukti. Liberation for everybody at the same time. He wants that. He said, nobody will go behind, lagging behind. Everybody, whatever may be the quality, whatever may be the things. So that is service, Swamiji said. those who are elevated soul, they will work for the others. For their power, everybody will be liberated. So that is why he is the world guru. Because this will, which delivers us this fearlessness, strength, and freedom, this knowledge, what gives us the highest awareness of Brahman, and this awareness also that which drive us for the path of liberation collectively. He worked on that, and he did. Probably we can see only a few devotees here, but the time will come, it is only 161 years. See the Buddha, 5,000. See Jesus, how many years? And it is for Swamiji, it is only 161 years. So, when it will come, you see, the force, it has started working. The time will come when this Guru power will exert and we can get the benefit. Do you have any question? Yes, please.
Swamiji, so how does one improve their awareness? Like, as you mentioned, there are different levels of, like, for example, you gave the example. Like,
Yeah, awareness means the awareness of own self. You are talking about this, or the knowledge. I know this.
awareness of oneself, maybe.
So the awareness of these things, only this, that we have the curtain of ignorance. And what is the curtain of ignorance? Mainly from egotism. What is this me and mine? When me and mine comes, I is fine. I am Mr. X, fine. But when it comes me, mine, then the problem comes. You are friend, you are father, you are colleague, you are a devotee, so you have thousands of roles. But you are what you are. So if we are identified with this role, see how confusing it is. As a friend, your friends are praising you. Okay? But as a son, mother scolded you. So you are the same person. When you get the scolding, you are sorry, sad. But when your friend is praising you, you are happy. So what is your real stand then? Sometimes happy, sometimes. So you are untouched. So we have to practice this, that these are our role play. If we are identified with our role play, we will become sad, we will become happy, we will become this. But who is performing this role play? You are the person. You are performing this role. You are not that. You are what you are. If we try to understand and apply our logic in this way, then slowly our identification with everything will go. The problem is our identification with everyone. And the highest identification is the identification with our body. So, if slowly we can work with it, that okay, we think it, we slowly work with it. Actually, we can apply some rational things from time to time in our day-to-day life. Slowly, our mind will become little bit, brush up, and we can slowly. And at the same time, your meditation, prayer, etc., etc. are there. So in this way, we have to go. It has no any other shortcut way. So again and again we have to contemplate, again and again we have to think, again and again we have to do. In this way we have to get rid of that. Slowly we can understand, yes, this is the right thing. Okay, this is the wrong thing. So in this way we can understand and we can get rid of that. So this is the way. Or if there is some grace, 1 second, everything will be removed. That is another shortcut way, I would say. Yes.
Swami, so I wasn't really clear about the meaning of prakasha.
Prakasha is a luminosity, a bulb. There is a bulb, so the aura of that bulb is the luminosity, the light. It is not the bulb, not the electricity, but it is a different thing, the light. It radiates the light. That is called luminosity. The light that a bulb radiates.
So when you speak about something inner, like a chair and a person, did you say a chair has prakasha?
Yes, the luminosity is there in the chair. That is why we can understand that chair. It has that luminosity, that power, prakasha power. So we can understand that chair. If it doesn't have that, we cannot understand that chair.
Is the prakasha...
It is connecting. Actually, Vedanta says that when we know something, I know you, means you are connected, knowing from the upper way. Upper way, how it is upper way? As for example, you have an email ID. I have an email ID, okay? Both are different, completely different, okay? But I am sending you an email, it is going to the cloud, and you are logging your email to the cloud, and from cloud it is going to. So at one point in the cloud, we are one. And from there, in the basic level, we are different. But in the higher level, we are one. So all these things, our knowing of somebody, our knowing and understanding, everything coming from there. I can understand your love. How can I understand your love? We are completely different. We can understand love, it is because from there we are one.
Okay, because Prakash is a part of consciousness.
Prakash is the consciousness. It is a one kind of manifestation of consciousness. A degree of manifestation of the consciousness. This is the Prakasha. It can only manifest itself. It cannot understand. Vimarsha can understand himself. So human being has Prakasha and Vimarsha both. But a stone has only Prakasha, not the Vimarsha. Yes, please.
So, to develop that a little more, can we say that a stone is not aware of itself, that it is a stone, right?
Yes. Right.
So, inanimate things manifest, and that's their energy, that's their consciousness, they manifest. Then there's these animals who have more conscious manifestation. They are aware of the outside environment, but they don't know that they are who they are. So that when you take a pet and you put them up in the mirror, they don't identify that, they don't see that as that's me. So, but they can reason in a limited fashion. So they react to things, and they express themselves, not like a chair. And then we have a human who does all of that, plus we know that we are. So that's the highest form here. That's very helpful because I never understood how it is that everything is consciousness, and I always thought consciousness had to do with sentient beings. So it's really helpful.
Okay, we can continue afterwards. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkham Apnumat Sarvastarotu Durgani Sarvo Bhadrani Pashyatu Sarva Sadbuddhim Apnotu Sarva Sarvatra Nandatu Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shantim Apnuat Shantam Uchete Bandhebhyo Muktas Chanyan Vimochayet. May all be happy. May all enjoy good health. May all see happy events. May all be freed from miseries. May all be freed from dangers. May all realize what is good. May all be actuated by noble thoughts. May all rejoice everywhere. May the wicked become virtuous. May the virtuous attain tranquility. May the tranquil be free from bondages. May the freed make others free. May the Supreme Spirit, the presiding deity of all sacred activities, be satisfied. For He being pleased, the whole universe feels satisfied. Om peace, peace, peace be unto you all. So, next Sunday, we will have again Sunday lecture here at 11 a.m. And as usual, the next event is on 18th February, Saturday. We will have Shivaratri here at 7 p.m. There will be devotional songs, traditional devotional songs from 7 to 9. You all are invited. And 26th will be Sri Ramakrishna's birth anniversary at 3 p.m. here. So you all are welcome. Thank you. As usual, tea and coffee will be served in the Sardhananda Hall, which will be followed by Prasad Luncheon. You all are welcome to join. Thank you.